for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. I hope you're having a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Let's get to it. What is the hot topic that's going on YouTube or Instagram? Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. Thank you for all your love and support.
Right, I'm taking time to respond to Monique again. She made another greasy-ass video with her daddy. We're kind of relitigating some of the stuff she said on Club Shay Shay, where she talked about how she was on the show and somebody, they played a game, Would You Rather, and I guess she felt like they insulted her husband's sexuality, which is interesting because she can always talk shit about everybody else's sexuality. But I guess her husband's sacrosanct. He's off limit. But a hit dog will bark unless his mouth is full. But she talked about, well, she didn't actually call her lawyer. Who the fuck would be afraid of your lawyer? Your lawyer, you mean the lawyer that did your
So DL Hughley is responding. I will say the DL Hughley stuff, comments, concern, I do not agree with. 100%, they're wrong on this one. Children stay out of it. And especially if there's a situation that's triggering for a father and a child, and then you continuously bring it up, that's what's not okay. Even if he did post it, that's for him to post to get out that he knows, that he's protecting, and to maybe help someone else. For you to post, it's not okay. For you to talk about, it's not okay. For you to keep bringing it up, it's not okay. Let me make that very clear. The Oprah stuff, I don't agree with. But there could have been a back and forth. The Tyler Perry stuff, I don't agree with. But then it seemed like Tyler Perry tried to offer something. Now, D.L. Hughley's going to say something. He told people, this is what he's saying. I should have never fooled with you. You should have never came on my podcast because I knew something was going to go left. It's almost like the Krishan Rock issue. We know when she goes somewhere, something's going to transpire. That's almost what he's alluding to. I should have never let her come on near my show. I knew something was going to transpire, happen, and it was going to go left. Let's continue to listen.
Like they insulted her husband's sexuality, which is interesting because she can always talk shit about everybody else's sexuality. But I guess her husband's sacrosanct. He's off limit. But a hit dog will bark unless his mouth is full. But she talked about, well, she didn't actually call her lawyer. Who the fuck would be afraid of your lawyer? Your lawyer, you mean the lawyer that did your contract? The lawyer from the firm of Negro from Ghetto, Got Him and Gone, that lawyer? Who the fuck afraid of him?
Wow.
He couldn't get your name right on the ticket. He gonna get it right on a legal document. It didn't happen because we decided it shouldn't happen. You didn't need to, because we respect people. We don't have to do things for clicks. They took it off because you asked me to, because I respected you at the time. You also talked about how I disrespect you on so many platforms, but you have this impeccable memory where you can tell to the degree who did what to you and why and what happened, where you were, but you can't pull up one time on any platform that I said anything about you at all because you know you're lying. You got that piece of paper and that big-ass memory, but you can't pull one up. My biggest mistake is saying yes to you. I should have said no when you couldn't come on my radio show. I should have said no that I wasn't playing those dates with you. As a matter of fact, almost anybody who says yes to you at some point is in this milieu with you. Almost anybody. So I would suggest anybody out there, you can say yes to drugs, but say no to Monique.
I do not agree.
You talked about
say
how
yes to drugs. I don't agree with that.
My children, families are off limits. They weren't when you were running across Vegas. The stage in Detroit. They weren't when you talking shit on social media. When you got your ass whipped and your tickets dropped, then they became off limits. But let's do this. Let's decide that you will treat my children like you treat yours, like you don't know them, invisible, like you have no relationship with them,
allegedly.
Like you're estranged, like you're unfamiliar, like you don't know them. You also intimated that I was coward. You know what I'd never do? I would never let my woman take care of me. I would never let my woman get evicted from her apartment. I would never let my woman have to ask another man for money. I'd never do that. Can your old man say the same? He loves you. Of course, he got to say.
So now that's going to hit that man where it hurt. They had to go to another man for money. A lot of people feel that the man should be the provider, the protector, take care of the household. So sometimes when a woman allows herself to be the provider, the moneymaker, people will disrespect the man. That's common, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. All these men that she do talk about are extremely successful. They're doing well. Some of them are and aren't in healthy relationships. So there's a two-part here. But it's sad that these comedians are going at it. Some of them it's material. Some of them this is their true lives, and it's sad that the comedians aren't respecting each other like they should. They've done each other wrong. Let's continue.
Relationship with him, like you're estranged. You're like you're unfamiliar, like you don't know him. You also intimated that I was coward. You know what I'd never do? I would never let my woman take care of me. I would never let my woman get evicted from her apartment. I would never let my woman have to ask another man for money. I'd never do that. Can your old man say the same? He loves you. Of course, he got to say that. You claim him on your taxes. He's a dependent. He's sitting there with you right now. And everything. Because it ain't like he does anything else. But you never address the salient point.
Allegedly.
I said that if you spent as much time writing your Netflix special as you did arguing about getting it, it wouldn't have been trash. It was. I didn't say it. I defy anybody out there. Stop listening to me. Watch it. Read the reviews. Read the reviews. You begged for something. You made valid points that women are underpaid, that they're not valued. That's absolutely right. So you would think that when you got a chance to do something that you had argued for, you'd be up for the challenge, but you shit the bed because you never are ready for it. Because all you ever do is complain about what you don't have. You're never ready for the moment because you're always living in the past. I said it. If you spend half of your time doing, as opposed to talking about who didn't do for you and what they did for you, you'd be a lot further along. You wouldn't be evicted. You wouldn't be working for your man. You wouldn't be asking other comics for money. So you got all the ingredients. Take that piece of paper that you're running down the list with, and that pen that you got, and that daddy sitting next to you, and do what you can't do what you never do. Write a fucking joke.
All comments are alleged. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
All right, I'm taking time to respond to Monique again. She made another greasy ass video with her daddy. We're kind of relitigating some of the stuff she said on Club Shay Shay, where she talked about how she was on the. All right.
Let me know in the comments how you feel. This is sad. We understand Cat Williams had his grief with, and disagreements with people and the comedians of the world. Now we understand Monique's the same. Cat Williams, extremely successful, doing his thing. Cat Williams has allegedly added Monique to a few shows, and he's also added Kevin Hart's ex-wife. But remember, allegedly, Kevin Hart's ex-wife used to write some of his jokes. It's just a sad situation. I don't really think this is clickbait. I really just think a lot of them don't get along. It could be that they were up for a job or a part and someone else got it. They didn't like it. But you see that Cat Williams tries to bring a lot of people up with him. You rarely hear people not saying he doesn't try to make sure people don't have. Remember how he said he went to, Cat Williams that is, remember how he said he went to some of the cities and he would always make sure he gives to the different shelters or different people in the community so they know he was there. I'm going to come here to collect y'all money and do a good show, but I also want to give back. So well wishes. It's a hot mess. Thanks for tuning in.